Listen, we have another process head corrupt politician, and this is Representative Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick, Democrat out of Florida. So let me play this clip here.
She was back in the district at this event. We tried again.
I also wanted to ask you about the investigation into your families. But this is also part of her congressional duties. Congresswoman, you know, you're under investigation for the congressional ethics for violation of campaign finances. Congresswoman, this is your district. You have to answer to these people. Congresswoman.
Attorneys for her family's healthcare company aren't answering the I-Team's questions either. And the Department of Emergency Management says they won't comment on ongoing litigation, leaving taxpayers and her constituents wondering what happened to those millions. She was back.
She looks like a crook.
They all are crooks. So here's a little backstory.
Innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But probable cause.
But she's indicted. She was indicted Wednesday on charges. She stole and laundered $5 million in federal relief funds and used the money for her congressional campaign. The news release citing the indictment, the Justice Department said Cherfilus-McCormick, she's 46, and Edwin Cherfilus, 51, her brother, worked on a staffing contract funded by the Federal Emergency Management Agency for COVID vaccinations tied to their family healthcare company in 2021, and that the company was overpaid by $5 million in relief funds. She and her brother are accused of conspiring to steal the overpayment and route it through various accounts to conceal its origins. McCormick is alleged to have used the money for her own enrichment and to fund a significant part of her congressional campaign. She won special election in 2022 to fill the seat of late Democrat Representative Alcee Hastings. She won 72.3% of the vote in that year's general election, and she was reelected again last year when she ran uncontested.
I got a feeling somebody's going to serve some time. Got a feeling. I got a feeling, brother. I got a feeling somebody's going straight to jail. I mean, it's amazing. It's like, you know, you would expect.
Well, it's going to go to jail.
17 years old to commit juvenile crime like this. It's so easy to trace stuff now. Don't they have any sense at all, or do they just feel completely immune to it? Well, I'm looking at the fools in Memphis, her jackass party members. They do the same thing. It's like, don't you think you're going to get caught? And then another thing, it hit the papers this morning. Remember me talking about the hotel that they're trying to finance with tax? It's like they all bailed on this when it started coming out. I exposed this stuff. The Sheraton Hotel, they put $220, now $250 million into it that they were getting a kickback on. So it's like, do they have any sense?
No, they don't. But she's not.
They don't count on anybody like me being out there. They want everybody to be happy, and because they have the right paint job, you know, it might be smear on, smear off, you know, but they get to put it on.
She's not going to go to prison. She's not the only politician of today and yesteryear who have stolen money or misused funds. These people do not go to prison. They literally will have to murder someone. And I'm sorry, and I'm pretty certain some of them probably did, but they're able to get, you know, Olivia Pope to cover it up. I don't care if you're a Republican, I don't care if you're Democrat, Independent, I don't care if you're a Green Party. Anybody who is a politician is a liar and a crook.
No, well, let's put it this way. They do go to jail.
Who went to jail?
Remember Richard Tricky Dick Nixon?
He didn't go to prison.
No, but his vice president did time in the state of Maryland and in the federal system. He resigned and entered his pleas of guilty, and President Jerry Ford, who was House Minority Leader, became vice president of the United States. Tricky Dick submitted his resignation on Jerry Ford's assurance that when he became president by law, he would pardon him. So that's how Jerry Ford got to be president of the United States, is because Spiro Agnew went to jail.
Anybody else?
Yeah, there's some in jail right now. But the deal is they don't publicize it much, and it's going to catch up because they had the Obama boy administration, the Biden-Harris administration, and the family members for the Obama bunch, which were the Bushes and the Cheneys. They protected these characters from going to jail. So time will come.
So,
Justice, slow justice.
Mahogany girl, you need to be quiet. Tell Mahogany to be quiet. What is wrong with her?
Quiet. Stop that. That squirrel has a right to be on the property. They pay rent.
Okay, so here's a list of Congress people who has been convicted of crimes. Oh, that's right, we do have some. George Santos, but he was released this year. So he was convicted of fraud, identity theft, and other charges. He was sentenced to over 7 years in prison in 2025, but was released after serving less than 3 months. Bob Menendez, he's from New Jersey, convicted of bribery, extortion, and conspiracy in July 2024. He was sentenced to 11 years in prison in January 2025 and announced he will resign his seat. Girl. William Jefferson, convicted of taking bribes while serving as U.S. Representative of Louisiana. Tom DeLay, former House Majority Leader, convicted of money laundering in Texas. Jack Abramoff, a former lobbyist.
Abramoff, go ahead.
Abramoff, a former lobbyist who pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit fraud and other crimes. Okay. So we got a few.
Yeah, they do time. So, I mean, it works slow, but it comes around doing time.
But nobody black. So if she does go to prison, she would be, I think, the first black person to actually go to prison for committing some type of fraud or money mismanagement, as a congressperson.
I got a feeling, people. I got a feeling somebody's going to do some time.